Hello and welcome back to another video. The heat is unbelievable here at the moment. So I'm after work, so it must be close to 6:30 now. And it's well in the 20s and just so humid. I'm half dead from walking up the hill here. But yeah, this is unbelievable weather. So today is the 7th of September. And it has to be the hottest day we've gotten this year. We were up to 26 degrees earlier here, so which has been unheard of this year, I think, or close to it anyway. So I'm just up here with the young stock, so I've given them their high energy feed. Going to move the wire now as well to give them more grass, and then I am going down to weigh some of the cattle. So the 3 cows that had the hoof issues and their calves will be weighed this evening. Now that's all depending on if we can get the cows up on the scales. We'll see. Surely I'll manage to get the calves up on it, but Dad and Rob will be there anyway, so I'll have a bit of help from Rob if they are acting up. But again, in new situations like this, I prefer to just handle them on my own because the less fuss, the better, and they know me. So we'll weigh them mainly just because we want to weigh Sheehan. We want to see what weight he is now. It's probably on the earlier side for weaning him, but he's putting an awful lot of pressure on the cow, and we need to put condition on the cow. And look, he's a fine. Somebody is being bullied out of the nuts and is not happy. But yeah, he seems to be a fine size anyway, so I think it's about time this week now, hopefully, maybe next week, he'll be gone off the cow. But he isn't eating the meal, which is annoying. The 2 twins will take a bit, all right, they'll come under the wire to take a bit, but he's just refusing to. The last day I had the bucket for the red cow, and he came over to me, so I said, I'll see if he'll take it out of the bucket. He licked the bucket, scratched off the bucket, picked up the bucket in his mouth, would not eat the meal. So that is a bit of a pity, because he does need to be eating that when he's being weaned, and ideally before he's being weaned. But I'll keep trying with him. So that's the plan for today. So it'll be 3 cows, 4 calves weighed. It'll be the first proper weighing job we do now this year on our new scales, which will be interesting to see. And then I also need to take the bandage off Big Red, off her hoof. So I naively tried to do it while she was in the field yesterday, but I'm sure you can imagine how that went for me. So we'll have to tie up the leg today, and I'll see what it's looking like, probably give it a bit of a spray, but hopefully it's healed up. She's still doing that thing where she stretches out the leg, so we're still thinking maybe it is a hip issue, but the hoof was very bad, so we'll see. Hopefully that has healed. But look, I've a lot of bits and pieces on now in the coming days. I need to get the last of the fertilizer out before the ban on the 14th, I think it is. So we'll get just another 4 bags out just to have it done. And then tomorrow we'll move the cattle that we're weighing tonight. It's just I'm not going to get time to move them across the main road and all that tonight, I'd say. By the time I give these grass and the other crow grass and all of that. So we'll do that tomorrow as well. But I think if I get the weighing done and the bandage off herself, I won't be doing too bad today. So I'll bring you along anyway and see how much of it we get done. Right, before I weigh her, everybody make your guesses. How big do you think this one is? Because this is what we're all interested in here anyway. now that's the weighing done. No joke in this heat. All very well behaved, thankfully. Hopefully I got a bit on the camera. I'm not sure what way it was angled or anything, but oh, it's done anyway. I'm going to come back tomorrow once I move them, and we'll go through the weights then. The fancy people will put this in herd watch, but we have it written down on a piece of paper, so I'll put it into my little book, alright. But yeah, I'll come back tomorrow with the weights. But yeah, get your guesses in for Big Black before I tell you. Have my notebook because that's how we do things around here. We might do herd watch next year or something, but sure, it does the job. Anyway, I have it. So ideally I would like to do it in the field so you know who I'm talking about, but I'll do it as they were weighed in the video, and hopefully you'll be able to follow it like that. It's just I want to get this tank filled and get water and get done, to be honest, because I've had 2 late nights now this week already, so I'm hoping to finish at a decent time this evening. But so first up was Sheehan. I think everybody knows who Sheehan is at this stage. So he is a late March calf and he is 303 kg, which we were a little bit disappointed about, to be honest. We were hoping for closer to 350 for him, just for weaning and all that. But some of you might remember that the cow, I had trouble with him feeding at the start because her back 2 teats are very low to the ground, just because of her age now and everything. So I'm pretty sure he didn't find those until they had dried out. So all those things slow them down a bit. So a little bit disappointed, but look, it is what it is. Hopefully we can get him eating the bloody meal that he just doesn't want to eat. But hopefully we can get him on that and he'll start pushing on anyway. But not a bad calf either, I'm not complaining, but just thought he'd be a bit more. Then up we had the twins. So Ernie, who was the smaller of the two, is actually after overtaking his brother. So we did suspect that, all right, for the past good few weeks, maybe month, that he looked to be doing a bit better than the other lad. And he came in at 198 kg. So the two of them are late April calves. So happy enough with them. Like, I mean, I think anyone who's followed me for a while will have seen that video of when I found them and the condition, or when my dad found them and the condition they were in when I came home that day. So to be honest, they're doing really, really well, the two of them. They'll never be monsters, I don't think, but there's a lovely shape to them. And 198 for a late April, I'll take it. Bert then, who was the bigger one, we'll have to swap their names, but he came in at 174.5, so not bad either. But yeah, I thought he would have been closer to the other fella than that, to be honest. So look, hopefully they'll push on. They were eating the bit of meal after the weighing the last day, so that's a good sign. I'll try and get them under the wire to do that now from now on, and that'll bring them along as well, so not bad. And then Sinead, which is the Frisian looking one, in colour only obviously, is 119.5 kg, so she was only born late July, so that's alright for her. She's a grand calf, no issues with her, only she's an absolute lunatic, but that's alright. Then we weighed the cows for the crack as well. So first up was Special. So she is a lot smaller than the other two. So she came in at 712 kg. But look, that comes with age and everything. You know, she would have been a much heavier animal 3 or 4 years ago. Big Red, then, my girl with the proper hoof issues. She is 836 kg. So when you're carrying that much weight on your hooves, I'm sure it doesn't help either when you have an issue. So you'll have seen on the video as well that I was able to cut off the bandage with the help of Rob. So I just got the rope under or around her leg. And then I said, Rob, when she kicks, you pull that rope. And he did, in fairness. So got it done. She didn't love it, but she was fine. In fairness, the most surprising thing of the evening was that they all got up on the scales. I can't believe it. Definitely the fact that I put the straw down and completely camouflaged it, I think is probably the only way they got up on it, really. But I'll certainly be doing that in future as well. And so then Big Black, so have your last guess now, before I let you know what she is. She's the one I'm always saying is an absolute tank, and she did prove it. She is bigger than any of us thought she was. She's 932 kg. So that's not bad going, you know. She's 9, I think she's 9 years old now at this stage, and she's feeding a calf. And she's 932 kg. So hope to make a decent bit of money off her now, the start of next year when we sell. But yeah, great animal, absolutely great animal, and has been great to us. And she's not a very nice cow. I never had any major time for her, to be honest. I need to turn off this hose or the tractor isn't going to be able to lift the tank. Yeah, I never really liked that cow. She's just not in any way friendly or anything, but she doesn't really cause too much trouble either. But yeah, she will be going early next year to the factory as well. Whether we send her to the factory or we sell her at the mart, but she won't be far off anyway, which is a pity because she definitely could have given us another calf, if not two. But you can't keep them all. So yeah, 932. I thought that was very impressive. Far. And the funniest thing is, she is an Angus out of Special, the old girl. And that was her first calf. So that's not bad going for your first calf, you know. So it's gas. But that's it. I'm going to get this water done. I'm getting pizza for dinner tonight, so I want to be done early to go and get that. And yeah, I have a few bits on now. I'm on 2 weeks holidays after tomorrow. So once I finish up tomorrow, I'm hoping to get a few bits done. So I'll get the last of the fertilizer out. And don't worry, these videos are going to be out, I would think, after the ban on the 14th. But I'm still well within the time, so don't worry about that. So I'll get that out and done. I might do another bit with the GPS. I want to map this field out here before I spread on it and a few bits like that. So hopefully I'll have time to do that as well. I want to measure the grass before I move the cattle behind the lake. That's the field I did the grass measuring in earlier in the year, but I just want to see if there's a big difference now, just with how well the grass has come on there, to be honest. So I'm going to do that as well. And sure, who knows what other few bits I'll be doing, but that'll be in the next video anyway. I'll be off to the ploughing then. So I'll be up in the ploughing championships on the Wednesday. So I'll be doing a few bits up there, so I might bump into a few people. I'll be in the Aldi tent anyway on the Wednesday morning. And sure, we'll see what else I'll be at after that. Buying a big Massey maybe, you know. Doubt it. But yeah, I'll be up there, so it'll be great if I met a few people, because it will be my first time at the ploughing. I never go to any of those shows or anything, so it should be interesting to see what it's like, and it'll be a bit of an outing, I suppose, a bit of a break away from the farm. So that's the plan anyway, but I'll leave it there. So thanks again for watching. If you liked it, give me a like, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. Thank you.